ambulance service? Is the patient breathing?
He is. He's unconscious. He's passed out. He's been sick. He still seems unconscious.
Okay, tell me exactly what's happened.
No, he's not breathing. They're giving him mouth to mouth.
So the day was going as normal, no issues at all. Everybody seemed to be having a great time.
I felt good as gold. I was looking forward to it. Do you know, day before, a bit excited and what have you. And turned up on the day, it all started off well.
Dave was in my group. We were out riding on the track.
I was coming down the back here and he overtook me, and I thought to myself, well, where's he going?
I was actually behind Dave at the time, and all of a sudden I remember he just went sort of limp on the bike.
Thought I was fit as a fiddle, but evidently not.
The marshal and Susie ran over to his assistance.
Susie sort of took control of the situation really, and from that point on we kind of all had different parts to play.
I guess you don't really ever consider that you're going to be using your skills for real, and all of the other outside factors that you're dealing with at that time literally become a reality, and that's what we found ourselves faced with.
The first thing I did notice was his eyes were like right in the back, like up here. I thought that's not normal. We realised we need to start doing CPR or something. You know, we knew then immediately we got a major problem. Shouted, call 999.
Dave's bike was still running, with the engine was running laid right next to Dave. So from things I've learned from the biker down course, I was able to, I knew I had to move the bike out of the way first of all for safety with a hot tank, and secondly, if we do need to do any work on Dave, we needed the space around him. He still had his helmet on at this point, but he'd started to vomit. And I remember saying to Pete, you know, we need to get his helmet off quickly. I was worried of choking. We knew there wasn't a spinal injury because we'd witnessed the accident, so we removed the helmet very quickly and rolled Dave carefully into the recovery position. Cleared his airways as best as we could, and then rolled him back onto his back so I could do my checks. Again, things that I've practiced on Mannequin Annie, but this was real. Dave was unresponsive to sound. He wasn't responding to my voice. He didn't respond to touch.
Yeah, pretty much had a cardiac arrest, so your heart just stops, instant.
I started chest compressions, and I remember, sounds very bizarre now, I remember the first few chest compressions I did, feeling Dave's, what feels like ribs cracking and crunching, which I know isn't the ribs, it's all the connective tissue. But I remember thinking, I'm doing it right, I'm going deep enough, because we'd been reassured from the biker down course that that's what you're likely going to feel and hear.
All of a sudden my brain went, I've got a defib. And that was the most amazing thing, because we didn't have a defib until 2 weeks before.
Pete quickly went and fetched that. I would say probably within about sort of 3 minutes we got the defib on him. At the time I was kind of supporting Dave's head really, because we weren't sure whether he had other injuries or anything at that point. So I was supporting his head, Pete was getting the defib attached to him.
The defib asked us to all stay clear whilst it was trying to detect a rhythm. No rhythm detected. Prepare for shock.
Yeah, nothing really, he didn't really respond too well. There was no sign of change.
That was really odd, seeing the shock happen and then to continue CPR. The third time for the shock, rhythm was detected.
I come round, didn't really know what had happened. It was all explained to me. But yeah, become apparent that I dropped dead just over there. So thankfully Susie saved me.
It's crazy to think where we were and what we went through, and then Dave now, full recovery.
They gave me a quadruple heart bypass. They inserted an ICD box, so if it's to happen again and my heart stops, it automatically jump starts it. So yeah, I'm good to go, I'm brand new. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here, because they just acted bosh. Do you know, the doctors have told me I shouldn't be here, pure and simple. The odds is like 1 or 2%. And had Susie, Tim, Pete, do you know, and all the people who was here not helped me, I'd be dead, pure and simple.
quite a lot of the lads that were here that day, they ride in groups, they travel all over the world on bike holidays, track days, and it scared a lot of them because they didn't know what to do, and it made them realise that when they are on these ride outs, on motorways, country lanes, in the middle of Spain, they wouldn't have known what to do if that had been their family member or their friend. So many of them they need to get on a course. They were looking for the next Biker Down opportunity near to where they live.
Biker Down is offered by fire rescue services up and down the country. It's a free 3-hour course split into 3 modules. The first module is all about scene safety, should you be the first one to arrive at an accident. The second module is about emergency first aid, including CPR. And the third module is about avoiding collisions and the science of being seen as a biker.
I 100% would say go on the biker safety course for sure, because you never know when you might need it.
I'm certainly going to do the course, so I want other people to do it, please. So yeah, that's what I want to say. Save some lives.
Do it for Dave.
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 Do it for